Welcome back to the Crypto Moses channel, where we literally break down the biggest crypto stories that we can find, and the goal is that we are all ahead of the game. Okay, and you guys, Trump just dropped a tariff bombshell, and the crypto market has clearly felt the heat. You can see, look at that volatility on that chart. We go all the way down, all the way up, down. It's crazy, right? And it's all because of these fundamental analysis that's happening now. Some quick news. Bitcoin did tank below 100K, then it rebounced a bit, and now we're sitting back at around 98K. Ethereum and Dogecoin took a fat dive. I think Doge was about 45% in a dive. And then we even have Trump's own meme coin getting obliterated, and right now sitting at $16 per token, roughly hovering at around $17, right? So what does this mean for us? Is Bitcoin on the verge of an even bigger crash? Or is this just a shakeout before hopefully the next big rally? Let's break it all down. Thank you so much for being here. Please make sure you're subscribed. You got the notification bell on so you don't miss this information and all the stats we're organizing for you. But let's start. What is going on with Trump's tariffs? Okay, now on February 4th, the Trump administration did roll out some major new tariffs, and they targeted Canada and Mexico with a 25% tariff on all imports, and then China at a 10% tariff on all goods. If you don't know what tariffs are, a quick summary: they're basically just fees that we are taxing on imported goods. So if we buy something from China that used to cost 100K, it is now going to cost 110K. Just an example, okay? Now, Trump claims that it's all about national security, economic independence, and lastly, stopping drug traffickers. Now, but the market is not happy about this. Canada and Mexico ended up retaliating with their own tariffs, and then that sparked fears of a full-blown trade war, which in turn negatively impacted the market. Now, however, there are some last-minute negotiations where they've both agreed to a 30-day pause on the tariff. The question is the crisis averted? The answer is for right now, but there's still so much uncertainty in the air, right? Now, the crypto market meltdown. What occurred from this situation? The crypto market cap went down about 8%, now sitting at about 3.2 trillion, as it does change really quickly. Bitcoin did crash from 105K down to $92,000, and then it did rebound back up to 100K mark, but now we're sitting at around 99,000. And then Ethereum and Doge did lose 10% in just one quick panic sell, and it did go down to about 30 to 40%. Now, the worst of them all that took the biggest hit was Trump's own meme coin. So literally his own tariffs messed up his own brand, right? And that thing lost about 75% from all-time highs right now. And Melania's meme coin, my opinion, fully rugged. That thing is down 90%, and it's now worth like $1.50. It's even cheaper than a McDonald's freaking coffee. So the question is simple. Why did crypto panic in total? Okay, and here's some ideas. One, the risk off mode. Investors are dumping volatile assets like crypto, and then they're moving it back into gold and sadly the US dollar. Then we've got inflation fears, right? So tariffs raise prices. That's very simple to understand, and this will lead to economic slowdowns and lower risk appetite for people to take risks, right? And that's stressful in the crypto market because crypto market involves risk. Then we have a liquidity squeeze. And what this means is a stronger US dollar usually means less global money flowing into Bitcoin and altcoins. The question is though, will this last, and will this crypto crash like it did in 2018? No. Some analysts are drawing comparisons to Trump's first trade war in 2018, which did cause Bitcoin to collapse from $20,000 down to $3,000. And I'm not hoping we get that big of a drop, but I am hoping to catch a move like that because I did not enter when it did that drop. Now, could we see this as a repeat in 2025? Now, here's some 3 likely scenarios I was coming up with. Now, what's next for Bitcoin, right? Scenario 1, we've got what I would call the short-term pain, long-term gain. So Inflation ends up stabilizing, Bitcoin ends up rebounding, and then the Fed stops the hiking rates. And this could bounce BTC back up over 100K within a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months if we have to push it. And the likelihood of this scenario is probably the most likely, right? Because bad times will turn into good times. Then we've got a scenario 2, where that is a long-term extended bear market. Okay, and what that would mean is we have a strong US dollar and economic fear keeping investors away from crypto. And then Bitcoin would struggle just like it did in 2018. And it stayed low for roughly about 12 to 24 months. And now I think that this is a moderate scenario because back then we did not have institutional money and governments talking about purchasing Bitcoin. So this is a very moderate opportunity. And then this scenario 3, which is what I would call a surprise bull run. And this is basically Trump embracing crypto, right? He makes regulations that are easy and simple, and then institutions start pouring in, and then governments start pouring in. This would cause Bitcoin to surge, and more importantly, this would catch everyone off guard. And the likelihood of this is low, but it is possible. And if it does occur, we're looking at 150 to 250K priced Bitcoin. And not only that, but we're going to be back up to probably 3 to 4K in Ethereum, maybe 5K, hopefully 7K. And then the rest of the alts will follow through because that would mean that the world is moving its liquidity to crypto assets. Now, understand this. Volatility is here to stay. Okay, we all know that. But Bitcoin's fundamentals remain extremely strong. Now, the question is simple. Do you guys think Bitcoin will drop further? Or is this the perfect buying opportunity? Do me a favor and drop your prediction in the comments. And if you trade BTC and want to be able to 500x leverage it, I do have my BTCC link below. And I just want to show you guys how you can actually benefit from the up and the downturn of the market. And it's so easy to open a long or open a short, right? They're just right here for you, and you can set a stop loss. They make it so freaking easy to trade on this thing. I literally trade every day. It's my favorite platform. It's so simple to use, and they give you the chance to use leverage. And you guys, you don't have to use 500x. You could use 250, you could use 125. To me, it's all about the conviction of the play. If I have a high conviction play, I'll raise the leverage and take a bit of a higher risk and set a bit of a longer stop loss, right? So use that to your advantage. Just be cautious because you do want to practice before you dump in all your money. Just be smart about it. And also make sure you're subscribed, right? I'm going to get you more crypto insights. Smash that like button if this was actually helpful. And then let us know what projects and ideas you're watching. I love the comments. All right. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. Until next time, stay informed, stay prepared, and stay ahead. Peace out, everyone.